Hawaii Studio Group just released its master plan for a private film studio to be built on land near UH West Oahu. The first phase would include four 18,000 square foot paired stages, production offices, and retail and commercial space. The first phase is estimated at $125 million, with a projected opening in spring of 2028. A second phase would have additional sound stages, production amenities, and a hotel. The project will take up a 34-acre site near the rail station at Farrington Highway and Kualaka'i Parkway. UH is currently in final negotiations for a long-term ground lease and development agreement.